So I'm in Lisbon today. I'm not taking too many videos, so I'm here on the St George's Castle, and you get a nice view of Lisbon city. Just behind those green trees is a very famous place. It's some called Braca place something. I will show you what it is in next video. Yeah, so that place which I mentioned in the earlier video is called Parque Commercial. It's quite famous. You see in the center of the frame. It's this one. Yes, it is one. And that's the St George Castle. From the other side of the castle of St George Castle in Lisbon, Portugal, you see this monastery or whatever, you know, maybe cathedral, and that's the beachfront, Portugal. That's the cathedral in Lisbon. That's Lisbon Cathedral from inside. So this is the one of the landmarks in Lisbon that needs to be seen. This is probably translated in English, it means commercial place, Praça Comércio or something. That's what comes up in Portuguese language. They're just next to the seafront. After about 20 minutes bus ride, I've reached a place called Belem, and in the Belem there is a quite famous monastery, and there is Jerónimos. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. And this is the monastery. It is, I think, maybe hundreds of years old. There's a church of this monastery, Jerónimos, I think. Yeah. Again, this is Belem area, and something that was in the frame moments before is the monastery. It's quite famous. So that's a view you get from the top of this San Antonio monument. This is in Belem, which is about 20 minutes by bus from Lisbon. And now coming in the center of the frame is the Belem Tower. I think you can see only that much. And this one is from the other side of this St. Anthony or something tower. And now coming in the frame is that monastery that I was some time before. Yeah, the one now in the frame. Yeah. Right. Now it's that's the garden just opposite to the monastery. And that's from the seaside of this tower, and in the center of the frame is that Chris the Redeemer kind of thing. So, and that's the bridge that connects that to the Lisbon. So there is the inner part of Jerónimos Monastery in Lisbon. Sorry, in Belem, which is near Lisbon, of course, Portugal. That's a view of the same monastery, Jerónimos, whatever it is in Belem, from the other side. Well, that's a tomb. And that's the Belem Tower. It has improved a lot. I think about more than 10 years when I was here. You know, it wasn't that great, but now they've built a very good infrastructure around it, I will say. That's the Belem Tower. And now I'm almost there. The queue was quite long. I mean, it wasn't long, but it takes time. Basically, they don't let people go in soon. And this was the queue. I was almost at the end about an hour before. That's the view from Belem Tower. I think I'm on the first floor. There are 2 more floors probably. So it's quite nice. Looks great. There's a view to the right of the Belem Tower. And that's the topmost floor. Of the Belem Tower. And that's the view of the tower from the first floor itself. They also made a replica of this in front of Belem Tower. So I'm traveling to Cristo Rei, which is this one here. Cristo Rei, whatever it is. This is almost equivalent to Cristo Redeemer of Sao Paulo. So I'm going to go there. This bus is it takes about 15 minutes. So let's see. That is Cristo Rei, which is very near to Lisbon. I would say about 20 minutes of bus ride and then plus about 15 minutes of walk. Cristo Rei near Lisbon, Portugal. And that's another view from a different angle. And that's another view from the top of the Cristo Rei. The ticket costs €8, and if you don't buy a ticket, you won't be able to go on top, but you can still remain on the grounds. And yeah, I mean, one can save €8 if one doesn't want to come on top. So just in the grounds of Cristo Rei, they built a nice garden, and from there you get a very nice view of again Portugal city. Just in the center of the Lisbon, there's a statue of Marques De Pombal. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's all Portuguese, and sometimes I find it difficult to pronounce it right. Different languages are pronounced differently. So that's Marques De Pombal, and just to the left of it is a nice park. I'm going to go there in next about 10-15 minutes. Just next to this Marques De Pombal statue is Eduardo VII something park, and that's quite a nice park. I'll walk to the end. So just at the other end of this Eduardo VII park, there's this thing called Miradouro, and that means which is Portuguese word, that means viewpoint. Okay, so from this place you can see the garden. See, you get a view, and that is what is called viewpoint. And this literally on, I will say, top, so you get to see this what is that, Pombal, something mosaic pack Pombal, whatever it is called, it is statue something. And you also get a view of the sea, just behind it. So that's why it's called viewpoint. So that's one more view from this Miradouro viewpoint. And as you can see, it looks to me that they tried to construct something and it just didn't go ahead. They wanted to probably construct a tower or something. That is National Palace Ajuda something. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Again, it's in Portuguese language, so Ajuda could be Ayuda or something or whatever. But that's the National Palace, which is just near to Belem, more closer to Belem than Lisbon itself. You get a quite nice view of Belem and seafront from the National Palace. I'm inside the museum just near to the National Palace. was the National Palace. Yeah, I think it is like any typical palace and museum and that kind of things. Yeah, it's
Era grande, era grande. E aqui é exclusivo do Presidente da República. Só o Presidente é que convida pessoas para jantarem. Podem já.
So there is a iconic tram 28 in Lisbon. That's that juice lift which is quite famous, and it is going, it's used for going into some kind of neighborhood something. And yeah, it's an area called Baixote. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's all Portuguese names.